Hey guys, this is Melinda with the blog eatingbuckets.com. It is December 31st, 2019, and you may have seen from my stories on Instagram or posts on Facebook for Eating Buckets that this time of year has always been a really important one for me. I love the buildup of change and not the sort of overly commercialized one that I know we all sort of inwardly fight against, but the one where we gather our energy and excitement for this what is yet to come phase. And so I really throw my whole heart into it, and I journal, and my husband has given me the gift of a lot of free moments, which I haven't had a lot of this year, to really sort of just honestly gaze out the window and think about what I truly want out of the next 10 years of my life. There is something really cool about entering a brand new decade, and I've been particularly thinking about my grandma, who was a member of the Roaring 20s, and thinking about we're entering a new Roaring 20s and what kind of fun can we have? Which brings me to sort of the main thing that I have been circling around, and I wondered if it might be useful for you as you settle into the idea of your resolutions or your intentions or what you want from the new year. And what it is the idea of patience and trying to approach every new day with the eyes and wonder of a child. So what ended up getting me to that place was that I found that as I was journaling and chronicling and setting my goals, that as per usual, I approached it all with a sense of hard work and grit and achievement and what I will set out to do every day and the things that I will throw into it, like the effort. And I get really excited about that because I tend to be someone who thrives on hard work and thrives on action items. And one of the reasons that I love living on a farm and having an old farmhouse that we're restoring is because everything that we do is incredibly tactile. Even blogging gives me that. I get to open a blog post and start it and finish it, and I have that sense of completion, and it gives me a huge boost. So taking that into account and realizing that as a culture we have a complete love and focus on hard work and achievement, what happens when you bring in a sense of wonder and you start each day with the eyes of a child, and in the middle of that effortful moment when something goes wrong, you instead choose to be patient with yourself, patient with the process, and find joy and gratitude in that moment. So that is what one of my primary goals is for 2020, and one that I would suggest all of us might need a little bit more of in our lives. We live in a busy world with lots of competing priorities and lots of goals all the time, as it is every single day, to the point where sometimes I think we can feel a sense of paralysis around that real desire to be everything that we set out to be. So what if we made it fun for ourselves? What if every single day we woke up with a sense of joy, and joy for the process, not joy for the final product? So that's one of my goals. The other big thing that I would like to bring into my life and also into your lives, because I have decided to embrace, obviously, the sharing, the full sharing that comes with any kind of online presence or social media work. I, as a child, one of my favorite things to do was to go for walks and to look in other people's windows when the lights were on. I would walk by and I would always look in at that glow and at the activity behind those glass panes, and I wondered, what kind of wonders were taking place in those homes. I've always loved homes, I think, for the simple reason that they house people and stories. And so one of the things that I am very sure of and very clear on is that nobody is perfect, and no life is perfect, no home is perfect. This world of incredibly beautiful Instagram accounts that I am in awe of, I know also comes with a fair amount of arrangement and a lot of thought and a lot of love. And every single owner of those Instagram accounts or that amazing photo that was posted that day will be the first to tell you that there was a great deal of work that went into that. That the moment before that picture was taken and the photo was posted, children were crying in the background and frustrated about something, or the mail delivery was late and something super important didn't make it out the door in time, or a software program that promised to make life easy did not, or something unexpected happened. Life is full of those disappointments and challenges, whatever they might be, those daily interruptions, those daily headaches. And so what I want to do this year is to open up my doors with the lights on, welcome you into my home, and show you the work in progress that it is, in the hopes that perhaps by doing that, I will let go of some of my own focuses on trying so hard to attain some sort of impossible perfection. And most of all, in fact, more than anything, is to find a connection with you in that place of imperfection and growth, and that place of work in progress, because we just all are. So that means that my home and my heart and really the daily process that comes with being human is something that I want to share with all of you. Because in my darkest moments, in the moments of greatest misery, in the moments of most vulnerability, and in particular, in the moments when I have felt the most hopeless, that is when I have needed somebody to reach out their hand and say, welcome, come inside. I am here for you. I've got you. You're gonna be okay. And look at what can happen if you just focus on the good for a few minutes. What are you grateful for? Let's sit and have a cup of tea. And that is what I would like to do in 2020, in my blog, in my writing, in one form or another. Every single time I post something is to stretch out an arm, stretch out a hand, and connect with you, and to help us both realize that we live in one of the most fascinating, interconnected spaces where each and every one of us might be scrolling through something or searching for a solution, opening our email, but we're all human. We're all seeking that sort of emotional connection that we need. I need. And I think if in some way we all approached our days with that sense of when we're at our most vulnerable and most miserable, what do we need? And it's always joy. It's always a taste of something fresh and new. It is always the hope for a new connection, for a sense of support, for something beautiful, for a pause, for a break, for rest. And so I hope that in 2020, I will be able to deliver that to you in some way that is useful to you, helps you feel connected and a part of something, and maybe inspired, hopefully inspired. I really hope that I can inspire you in 2020, and that's my biggest goal right now. I wish for you an amazing New Year's Eve, and set those gratitude moments for yourself, and I'll see you in 2020.